What's up, guys? It is May 1st, Friday. I'm your host.
Episode 44 in a row.
Episode 44. This is the Beyond Celebrity Show. I'm your host, Cesar Pena, co-host, producer, Miguel Sanchez. Let's go.
What's up, everybody? Gennaro, what's up?
Gennaro.
Good, we good. So how you doing today? Well, how was your day today? Crazy?
Oh, man. It's every day is crazy. I gotta make it crazy, man. I gotta make it, I gotta make it productive. You know what I'm saying? So positivity all day long. Running around with my kids, they make me feel old. So I gotta do my thing with them. But living, hype.
My kids have been making videos where they are acting like they're me, and they're like, Yeah, I'm gonna have another call today so I can lose my voice. I'm gonna do another live show today. Let me do my 7th live show today. I caught them doing it. I was like, oh, all right, that's cool.
Nah, that's dope. That's cool.
So today we're gonna switch it up a little bit. We're gonna bring on a new guest.
So this guest is one of our dear friends, right? Her name is Fresh. She's about to bring you fresh news right to you. What's up, Fresh?
Fresh in the news. Fresh.
What's up, team?
Welcome, Fresh.
What's good?
So everybody go follow Fresh Carreras on Instagram. Fresh's history, we'll get into it, but let's do the news with Fresh involved, the Fresh in the News segment. So the first segment, or the first thing we talk about is
Gianna.
Oh. Did not have that one. Hold on. Technical difficulties.
Nah, just straight up, I just want to speak on it. Definitely Gianna Bryant. It's her birthday today. And Vanessa did a whole tribute on her Instagram. If you guys want to check that out, it's she's gonna Miguel gonna put it up, but
hold on. I lost the window. Technical difficulties, really.
That's all right.
All right, here it is.
So what's up, Fresh? So
Listen, I can't lie right now. I feel like we talked about this earlier about how Randy Jackson has kind of resurfaced on social media, right?
yes.
And I can't even shit you, but as I'm here right now, he's just texting me because I want him to come on the show and tell us what is he cooking up.
Oh,
So
yes.
he's ready. Yep, he wants to catch up.
All right, let's do it.
Where am I going?
Straight ahead now. Straight down. Yep. To the right. Yep. There it is. Boom.
There it is. I told him I'm ready to pounce. That is the new word of 2020. If you're about that life, if you're about being an entrepreneur,
This is our time.
that's it. You got to pounce. So yeah, we'll play his Instagram clip where he talks about it. I think Miguel, you might even have that. If we pull that up, we'll see that he's really saying he's back and he's got some new projects in the works, and I need to be a part of all of that. Yeah. And I'll bring him to the show so he can tell us what is he cooking up.
I can't wait. He's one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite idols. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't wait to catch up with him.
Do you know that? Like, do you know some of the history of him? Like how he kind of got started in the industry? He was one of the. He's actually the only musician to go into the band Journey, to go into the band and actually not just be a member of the band recording the album, but he also was on tour with them as like an original member of the band Journey. Yeah, he had the crazy mohawk. He was like crazy spandex rocking. Yeah, with the bass. He was a bass player. you know.
So why don't you quickly tell people your background while I situate all this new stuff?
That's
Tell
awesome.
people who you are.
If any of my family is listening, especially my cousin Linda, she knows I'm from the BX, the Bronx. So that's where it all started.
Baby.
New York, you know. I mean, my background, just entrepreneur and creative, mixing them together. I don't even know where to begin, guys, honestly. God is hitting me with
so I'm going to give you some background. Me and Fresh met each other 20 years ago.
Wow.
At least 20 years ago.
Wow.
Fresh was creating something called Fan for Life.
Yes.
And it was this company that it was like this, the first ever publicly traded, minority run agency, advertising agency.
We were down by Wall Street. We were like
right by the Bull, right by the Bull.
42 Wall or something. I forget.
Right next to the Bull. Yeah. So Fresh was running a team that was working with celebrities. I forgot what you were doing with them. Explain what you were doing.
Yeah, it was like Stacey Dash's brother, Darian. He owned the company.
Stacey Dash's brother.
Like a reverse merger. Some automobile company, they did a reverse merger, went public, and they were having computers installed like at tons of schools in the Black community where they were like disenfranchised. Yep. And it was a really good program. And then through that and our relationship with Nick Storm, who we'll have on the show as well, we were building websites for celebrities, and it was called Fan for Life. And that's kind of up your alley, you know, Cesar, because the fans of the celebrities love you too.
I know. It's crazy how
it's pretty crazy, no doubt.
We all mixed up and made this gumbo.
Yeah. So Fletch was leading a team. I was in another team. I was working on the websites. I worked on websites for Cash Money Records, Malik Yoba, all these people that
Tyson Beckford. Oh, we had tons of celebrities.
Yeah. So then you went on to work as an editor, right?
I did. I've always been a writer. I remember as a kid, always writing poetry, essays, just being like sort of moved by words. Like words was always it for me. And yeah, so I was like, wow, look at all these magazines. How can I be a writer? How can I get in these magazines? How do I do it? And I don't really have anybody, to guide me. No one in my family was doing that, and definitely none of my peers. I was in Rockland County, and that was a very far removed moment from New York, where all the action is, right? The industry.
Yep.
So I went to Barnes and Noble. Do they even have Barnes and Noble anymore?
They do. Over here,
a little bit, couple.
I brought a notebook and a pen, and I literally looked at all the magazines that spoke to me, and I opened them up to the masthead because there was no internet back then, and I literally wrote down the editors, the address, and the phone numbers, and I called them until Chris Wilder from the Source magazine said, "Let's fucking do it. I got you. Let's give you something." And I did a Michael Jordan piece, and I think Tops or one of the trading cards. I did like 2 small stories on those guys, and from there it just blew up. Like just writing for all kinds of publications, all good stuff.
So, and then you got into video production, and you've worked on some of the biggest music videos out. Talk about that part.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've been having fun with music videos. I think like the last few that I did was the string of Travis Scott projects. Highest in the Room with Dave Meyers directed that. Dave is like fucking out of here. This guy's like, his mind is just, the guy's amazing. So I was super happy. I've worked with him before, but to see that project come to fruition the way it did, the edit was amazing. And a really good team. The production company I work with, the producers, my good friend Randy Donaldson, was the first time working with him. We've been friends for years. And he brought me on, and we crushed it. That was a great job. And then we did the Jack Boys. It's like a short film that Travis has with some of his band members, like Sheck West. I can't remember all of them right now, but that was dope too. And like Halsey did her Graveyard video. Did Slipknot. I went to Vegas and shot Slipknot on Halloween, which was fucking pretty dope. They're all in their makeup and everything, and it was pretty cool. I don't even remember what I did after that. Yeah. Sitting in quarantine. I don't even know anymore.
Oh man, so funny enough, I can't find the email with the links, but it disappeared. I don't know where it is. So for right now, I'm going to show you some stuff, and then we will. All right. I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to show you something you guys can riff on it while I find this link. I don't know what's going on.
While you get your shit together. Yeah, okay.
Technical difficulties. We will have a new way of doing this next time. All right. So we were talking about Randy Jackson, right? So
yeah,
what were we saying? Which post is the one that we were referencing?
The one in the middle.
The one in the middle, which actually I'm gonna like text him back right now because I want to connect with him and get him on the show, and I really want to like truthfully know what he's doing. You know, he's got so much clout in the industry. He's, you know, got so much resource, and I know like all my conversations with him, the one that stuck the most, and I've even mentioned this in other interviews. You know, he told me don't be a jack of all trades. You know, he said just try to find the one thing that really speaks to you, and then when people know you for that, then you can start talking to them about the other things, because now, you know, you've got their attention. They know that you can see something from A all the way to Z. And that gave me a lot of structure, you know, so I always thank him for that.
Wow.
So Cesar, you sent me this link. But where'd you send it to me? Email?
It's the one in the middle.
Yeah. So this is
should I play it?
Well, will we have audio on it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's play it.
He's back on Insta. All right, and I link people to it. So
it didn't play. It didn't play on here.
Oh, you
I don't think it's playing. No.
Oh, so it played video. I guess I was the only one that heard it. Another thing I didn't know that happens. All right, so basically he says he's back on Insta. He has some things he's working on, like you were talking about. We're gonna try to get him on the show. Cordy's texting him right now. The next thing is the Gianna story you were talking about, Cesar. This was what Vanessa put up.
Yeah. So Vanessa put up 4 different posts of Gianna, and it was, you know, any parent or anybody, they, you know, we were close to this. I know Fresh lives out in LA. I know it hit the whole LA county real hard. But yeah, it's touching. It's her birthday today. Huge shout out to her whole family. You know, Kobe, of course, everybody that was on that helicopter, you know, but yeah, it's her birthday, and it's touching. It's touching.
So, all right. So we also got Ja Rule back in the news talking about 50 Cent. Trying to get a link, an image, but want to just discuss it. And while I find an image of it, you guys can discuss it.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. I could put it up. I'll pull it up. Put it back big screen.
Okay.
So, all right, this way.
Oh, that's not on his page. It's on. That's Twitter. Is that Twitter? All right, good. Yeah, it is Twitter. That's why I couldn't find it. All right, cool.
So Ja Rule says y'all gonna stop with this false narrative that 50 killed me, laughed my ass off. When I went up against 50 and G Unit, D12, Busta, DMX, Dr. Dre, and FBI.
Yeah, I had to say that
at the same damn time. Laugh my ass off. Let's talk about it.
That beef, Abnorm says that beef will never die. They won't let it die. It's true, man.
50 would never let it die either. You know what I'm saying? Like
50's definitely gonna bring something up with this. Like 50's gonna kill him on something.
What's crazy about it though? 50. Did you guys just hear about when Ja Rule was back on tour? That 50 bought like the whole front row.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they say 50 is like, you know, Mr. Petty. I mean, he's
no doubt.
I think he does it all in fun. I don't really think he means any harm by like more than half of the shit that he does.
Yeah.
I think he's having fun with it. The guy survived gunshots and lived to tell, and he's got a really blessed life. I mean,
no doubt.
Who's he mad at? Nobody.
So I got some images of somebody we know here with one of the people we've been talking about right now.
50 Cent.
That's a 20-year ago, Fresh Carreras.
Yo.
Right.
Yo, what's up with your man? What's up with your man in the back?
Listen. That was backstage. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Actually, that was the day that we got the news that Aaliyah had died. I was in
wow.
I was in Philadelphia at the that right there is backstage at the Hot 97 Summer Jam in Philly.
Wow.
And no, I'm sorry. This was the day. Yeah, this was maybe the day that it happened, or the day before. Because that was the same day that after that concert, I left. I was actually hanging out with Steph Lover, who's a radio host. She was with Hot 97.
I remember.
So that's another interesting story. I'll bring that one after this. Go ahead.
The layers.
Yeah.
Well, we drove back to New York to Madison Square Garden where the MTV Awards was. And that was, I remember seeing, super sad because Damon Dash at the time was engaged to Aaliyah.
Yes.
And his brother Bobby was with him, and they were just kind of walking through the aisle. Like, Bobby was kind of walking with him. Damon was, was drunk and depressed and sad. It had just happened. That was a crazy day.
So Katie Miller says, Courtney, she must know you. Katie Miller.
Caters. That's
So two quick follow-ups to what Courtney just said. The first one was the day Aaliyah died. So you connected me to a guy, Courtney, Fresh, named Tony Rasan many years ago.
Yeah.
Remember Tony Rasan? And we were working on Aaliyah's website, and we were going to launch it. And the day she died the day we were going to launch her website.
Wow.
Yep.
Tony's the guy that I started. I should say he started it. He had the idea, the 411, which was the first hip-hop trade publication. Yep. Yeah. And I remember, I think I have a photo from that day. We launched the magazine, and it was me. I'm in the photo. It's me and two of the other business partners, Leslie Ann Dry and Jacqueline Park, and Ill from Ill and Al Scratch. And we were at we were at Sweetwater's. Maria Davis used to put on Sweetwater's at Honeysuckle. It was dope. It was a great night.
A second thing, you brought up Steph Lover, right? Steph Lover, I remember you set me up because she needed a website. So you were like, you got to talk to my boy Miggs. He's the man. You are the plug. I do owe you money. I owe you money. I'm going to tell you another funny story after that. So Steph Lover hits me up. She's like, let's meet because I need my site. Yeah. So she tells me, let's meet at Hot 97. She literally puts me on the air. We like meet on the air. Like, she's like, this is my boy Miguel. He's going to be working on my website. I'm like, on Hot 97 Live. I'm like, yes. That was crazy. Yeah. And then one of the funniest stories. Yeah, guys.
Sometimes it's better not to know when you're going to be on, right?
I just thought we were going to talk about a website. I don't know what to say here. That was pretty crazy. Another funny thing, I'll always remember this. Fresh knows everybody. I'm at her house at Rockland. We're talking about a project. I forgot what we were meeting about.
Oh no.
Alicia Keys calls Fresh while we're meeting. I'm like, are you serious right now? She's like, I gotta take this call, Miguel. You're gonna have to wait. I was like, Alicia Keys. All right, I'll wait.
Yeah, I did a great interview with her. She Biff Warren. Biff Warren was the it's like the head of publicity for J Records, Clive Davis's label.
Mm-hmm.
Biff is super sweet, super nice guy. And I used to chop it up with him because I just think I was, every time I would go into the city to do interviews or whatever the case to build my writing career, I would try to make relationships up with the labels. And he was always very, very like smooth with me, you know, help me, show me the way a little bit. And Alicia was his client. So when I got to a chance, after writing for a few different publications, a chance to do a cover for YRB magazine, I was like, I want to get Alicia on the cover. I think this would be great. She hadn't even come out yet. Like, her music was not out. Nobody knew about her. It was like industry insider shit. And Biff set up the interview, and Seth Kushner, the photographer, came with me. I did the interview, he did the photos, and I gave her first magazine cover. And that was pretty dope. And like, we stayed, cool for a little while after that. I haven't had any contact with her, but it would be cool to reconnect. I think she's super talented.
Obviously has gone a long way ever since.
Say it again?
She's gone a long way ever since. That's crazy.
No, she's almost like, musically, she's like America's sweetheart, so to speak.
Yeah.
You're gonna, I feel like, categorize it. I mean, she still has, some grit, but just seems like a good person,
No one else could do the Grammys after her, man. She did I think 3 in a row. Yo, she kills the Grammys every year now. No one can follow her. Nobody can follow her because she does impromptu songs while she's on air, and she just be throwing like, she's so talented. And Grammy, she's gonna be the host of the Grammys till she's like 100.
Has there ever been an album where Swizz and her collaborate yet? Like the whole album?
I don't think so.
What? Her first couple album, I think Swizz Beatz did the album.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
when they broke apart from each other. We gotta look that up.
All right.
Yeah. Wikipedia and her discography and see. I wonder if they've ever collabed.
I could pretty much guarantee this one, right? Swizz Beatz was one of the first producers of her. He did like the key songs, like some of the biggest songs for her.
Wow.
But I know once they started breaking away from each other, her album started going kind of down a little bit, and then he came back to her, and then she started putting up hits with him. I know they do collab. They collab a lot more than you think.
Whoa,
yeah,
right.
now they do. You heard that
right. All right. So I'm gonna bring up another image, another news story for you guys to talk about. What's this right here?
This right here, Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande just blew up Instagram and Twitter with this collaboration. It's ringing all over, but this is actually for the song is called "Stick With You," of course, but it's all going towards grants and different. They collaborate with this place called SB Projects, and the song is coming out next Friday. Next Friday, the single. It's a single, and most of the proceeds are going to funds, grant scholarships for children and anybody that's been impacted by the COVID-19 in LA. You know what I'm saying? So they're doing big things with this.
When I see stuff like that, I think it's awesome. But I always like to know more about the project. Like, I wonder who produced that, because that person, whoever produced it, is just as instrumental as the two artists. Like to make that body of work. I'd love to know
So when you say produce, you mean like said you two should be on a song together and then they made it happen?
No, I think like the creative process, like the musical producer, the one that did the composition that, you know, put it together. I just like to know stuff like that because there's always more to it, you know, that like this show beyond the celebrity. It can't always just be about what is like put in the public eye, so to speak.
For sure.
There's always more to it, to everything we see, every project, you know, that's put out there. That's my own thing.
What are you gonna say, Cesar?
No. With this, they literally they never. Everybody's been waiting for them to collab on something. So this is a special one. This is definitely gonna be and on Instagram right now, he just put the instrumental of the song. Yeah, like right now, like the first, I want to say the first minute. It could be less. It could probably be like 30 seconds of the song on his Instagram right now. He literally just posted it.
Nice. We're gonna check that out. So all right, so now we're gonna keep going into the news. They just announced Virtual Kids Choice Awards hosted by Victoria Justice.
Wow.
I don't know who this is.
Nickelodeon, right?
Yep.
Oh wow. Got to be virtual now. How are they going to slime everybody in there? Like in there? How are they going to do that?
Good question.
You know what they're going to do? They're going to give like a formula. They're going to give a formula to make the slime, and then everybody's going to slime themselves in the house.
Just pour it on their head.
Make a damn mess in the house.
I do.
Victoria Justice, is she popular?
Well, she did Victorious. She did a couple things, but she hasn't come up yet since the whole Victorious thing. You know, Ariana Grande went like this to another level. She kind of stayed, and she was the fixer.
She's the girl that was blonde, right? She was blonde before.
No. She was just like that. The way you looking at her right now, that's her on the show.
Oh, all right. I know nothing.
Yeah. When you have daughters, you're watching that. I can't believe your sons didn't watch it. You know what I'm saying? For other reasons.
Yeah, true. I keep them away from now they do too much YouTube. I tried to like not having the TV cable, but YouTube kind of dominated.
Okay.
So all right, next story. This is a savage story right here.
Uh-oh.
You see? Hold up.
What is it?
On CNN. That's pretty
interesting. All right.
Wow.
Beyonce teams up with Meg Thee Stallion on Savage remix. What do you think?
My Savage.
Yeah.
Hold on. Do it again. You were small on the screen. Do it again.
Small? Let me get bigger. Hold on. Wait. Where we at?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Savage. So that song was huge, right? And now Beyonce getting on it.
Of course she is.
That's like TikTok goes crazy with that song. Like everyone's doing that.
Everyone. Like my daughter be wanting me to do that thing, man. I'm like, yo, I can't
do it. What do you mean? No. Do it.
Next song.
I'm not doing it, but
nah, I'm gonna learn it. I'm gonna learn it fresh. I'm gonna learn the dance. I'm gonna learn the dance because you I got you. Next up, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the whole thing.
Is it like late in the game though for Beyonce to go on that song and do a remix to it? That song just seems like it's like not exhausted itself, but it's been out for a while, right?
I think she is definitely. I don't know. I think she should jump on something else, not that.
I mean, I know
another
Meg
song.
Was super excited about it, even emotional. I think there was a video of her on her Instagram, like tearing up about it. She couldn't believe, Beyonce did that, which is amazing, awesome for her career, But
huge.
Yeah, I feel the same way as you, Cesar.
Nope.
All right, next story.
Yep.
Gigi.
What does that say?
Gigi's mother, Yolanda Foster, confirms daughter's pregnancy news with Zaya.
So she was actually on a show yesterday, last night. I think it was on NBC, and she already said that she's confirming that she's pregnant on NBC, and they were showing pictures of her 25th birthday that happened a couple days ago. So yeah, Yolanda spilled the beans first, and then Gigi had to come out with it.
I think it's because they're having a girl, right? They already know that it's going to be a little
Damn,
girl.
so she's pretty far along then, huh?
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I think she was 20 weeks with the announcement. So yeah, it's not a quarantine.
Wow.
So although I'm sure we're gonna have one of those, like
I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of those.
For sure.
I'm gonna derail our show just to see what's going on here with Adrian Bailon.
Oh, it's like that?
Yes. This is a executive producer decision.
I'll be your wingman. I'll put it down while you check it out. I got you.
She lost 20 pounds.
Wow.
But she's married, dude.
So what? Oh, you know what? She was one of the websites we worked on. Actually, when I was around the time we worked together, I did the 30W website.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I've been a fan ever since then.
There was recent like stuff going on with the members of that group. One of the girls, I think it's Kaylee, she posted a video of her like breastfeeding her kid and talking about Raven Simone, I think. Like, it got really weird. And then Raven went on a live with her to kind of hash it out. They hadn't spoken in years.
Oh, that's the one that wasn't on Power, or that's the girl that was on Power?
No, not the one on Power. That's different. Yeah. The other one that hasn't done anything since, and I think she kind of got like the short end of the
yeah, for sure.
You know, I think people like kind of bashed her a bit.
No, yeah, makes sense.
She was great. She's been working out.
Yeah. All right, so next story. Anderson Cooper is a new dad.
Wow. Yes, I saw it on CNN. It was kind of emotional because he was talking about like when he was growing up, you know, this is a quote by him. He said, "As a gay kid, I never thought I'd have a kid." Right? So, you know what I'm saying? Like he named his son Wyatt, named after his father. So it you know what I'm saying, like God bless him, man. Like just showing those.
I think the middle name was named after his mother's father. His mother was Gloria Vanderbilt.
Yep.
I remember I used to go to in the Bronx. I can't remember the mall at the where that was, but I would get before every school year a pair of designer jeans, and Tony the tailor. Tony would like tailor them because they were always way too long. Like, I never understood that. Like, the jeans were always like that much longer than your height. It was weird. And I remember Gloria Vanderbilt designer jeans, and my ass looked so good in them. Loved it.
All right. I'm trying to get more stories. I'm trying to pump out the stories. Working like a dog.
Have you ever got pics or video of Anderson?
I have always covering, like he always been like he had new boyfriends, you know what I'm saying, like things like that. You know, I had to kind of, you know, I had to get him. But he's always been dope though. Like he's always been like, yeah, you know, I got a new boyfriend, like whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Is he like a playboy? Is he? I mean, what's the demeanor? I can't even imagine. What is it?
Yo, he's as cool as it come, man. Like he's so like he's a cool customer, man. Like with that hair, like with that gold, you know, that platinum hair.
Yeah.
You know, he's a cool dude. He's a cool dude, but he don't say much. He'd be like, yeah. I got a new boyfriend. Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
So 2 Chainz is feeding the homeless instead of reopening his Atlanta restaurants.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
I think it's dope. He has a restaurant in Atlanta I think it's Atlanta. I know it's Georgia. It's called Escobar. And I think when they were now saying that, you know, you can open up certain locations in Georgia, he opted not to reopen. And in turn had his staff and everybody still prepare meals and give them out, which was, you know, it's always good to hear a feel-good story.
Yeah. Yo, big shout out to 2 Chainz. That's huge. That's huge.
Yeah, man. Good stuff. Yeah, this is gonna be some tough times coming up. I think, you know, for a rapper like him who he's on the most expensivest show, right? Like talking about wealth, for him to do that and look out for people, that's awesome.
Isn't he's on a show, 2 Chainz?
Yeah, on Vice. It's called The Most Expensivest or something like that. Expensivest.
Yep.
Yeah. He's great. He's actually really talented. A lot of musicians, you know, say they owe some of their, you know, credit to him. Which actually I just saw in the news. Soulja Boy just got credited from Miguel, help me pull this up. Like Soulja Boy went on a rant on the morning show with like Angela Yee, Charlemagne, and DJ Envy. He went on
he said Drake stole his flow, right?
Well, he was basically saying like he fathered the fucking big part of the hip hop industry as of late, and he proved it. Like everything he said was like, oh shit, like. But you almost can't believe it because he's gaudy, you know. And he gets in trouble all the time. But if you look it up, somebody just recently said that they owe their career. They have to acknowledge it, that he gave them the flow or the cadence or something. You should look it up and we can talk about it. But
I'll find it. But all right, while I find it, I have some other ones I'm gonna line up while you guys talk. Also, Anthony Tiffith donates rent money to senior citizens in Watts public housing. So TDE is I guess
it's TDE is Top Dog Entertainment. That's Kendrick Lamar. There
you go.
I actually did I did a Kendrick Lamar video with him and Rich the Kid, the new freezer. That was a really fun project.
Rich the Kid.
Yeah, he was so sweet. At the end of the shoot, he came out of the trailer. This is like 3 a.m. It was a 2-day shoot. He came out of the trailer over to where we were like with the hard drives and doing some things, and he was done. We were not done. We still had hours to shoot other shit, but he was done, and he literally came over and was just like very soft spoken, and he said, I just want to thank you all so. This was amazing. Almost as if it was his first video, which it might have been. I didn't research that, but really sweet kid, super nice.
All right, we got a question for you, Fresh. Katie Miller asks, Fresh, what's your favorite of all time project you've worked on?
Wow, that's a dope question.
Shit, my favorite of all time.
All time.
You know, I don't really know. I don't even think I have a favorite. I think I feel it while I'm in it, and then when I'm out of it, I have all new feelings to, you know, give to the next one. I mean, I have some that are dope that I like to highlight, but I don't think I have a favorite. That's like asking me if I have a favorite cousin, Katie. You can't do that. You can't do that. I refuse to answer.
But any projects really did any projects really like stand out? Like really stand out? Like you had a great time?
How about have you worked with Travis Scott? I know the answer already.
Well,
but
yeah. Like to be honest with you, yeah, we went through like production hell on that job. Not because anybody's fault. It was just a lot. You know, certain things were really demanding. The creative was really demanding, and like I had mentioned before, the result was fucking like, yeah, man. I'm proud of that one. I could say I'm proud.
What was the Travis Scott video? Which one?
That was Highest in the Room.
Highest in the Room.
It was just dope. The fucking graphics, the effects it was just a class act. It was just awesome. Yeah.
What do you think about his stardom now that he's like got on Fortnite 12 million views? Like,
I mean, honestly, it's so strange because he really is a brand. Like Travis Scott is a brand. Like, I don't know how he created it. I don't know him, you know, like to be like, how did you do this, and pick his brain, but whatever team he has or whatever thoughts and execution, he's just, the guy's fucking winning. Like,
yeah, no doubt.
Let me tell y'all something.
It's impressive.
Go watch his Netflix series.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen that.
That movie, he has a documentary of what he was like, how he came up. It is phenomenal. Like, you gotta watch. After this, you gotta watch it. It's ridiculous.
All right, peep that. So we got some questions. Another one for you, Fresh. J. Michael, who's paparazzi. He got some cool stuff we spoke on yesterday. He's gonna be on the show. We don't care. You're gonna be on the show.
Yeah.
Question for Fresh. Do you get upset when other media outlets quote your interviews but don't give you credit? Has that ever happened to you?
I don't get upset. I mean, obviously, you know, we're all trying to advance in our creativity and our careers and everything. So yeah, being quoted and credited and all that is important. I think I would be more upset if I wasn't credited for work that I've done versus a quote that I say.
Sure.
So
sure. That makes sense. In a way, I guess that's what he's saying, right? But like, you're not getting credit for that line or whatever it is.
I have fought for credit a few times with people. I'm relentless because fuck that. If I don't want credit for something I didn't do, but I sure want it for shit I did. So yeah. So
Marod from Mexico, thanks for watching. He definitely says she is amazing. Guess he's talking about you, Fresh. Thank you.
Hey, baby.
All right, Gennaro, I got a question for you.
Nice.
What was your childhood dream?
Say it again.
What was your childhood dream?
Oh man, it's so crazy, right? This is no bull. I mean, besides like wanting to be a fucking rock star, no shit. Right?
So you made your childhood dream, basically.
Yeah. Or like go on stage and win a big award or whatever and feel that feeling. But honestly, it was to be a producer, of TV film, and I never understood what that meant. Like, I would see the credit and go like, fuck, what is that? Like, how do you get the key to open that door to, you know? And it wasn't until later in life that I figured it out. And when I did, I'm like, I feel free, man. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah.
That's awesome. So you made it happen. So I found the story. Guess who said it?
Oh shit.
Oh.
It is.
Oh, okay.
ASAP Rocky.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Credit to Soulja Boy for paving the way.
Which actually is funny that you just asked me about Travis, because it's sort of like a gag that some paparazzi or fans, when crowds are around, will say when they see Travis, "Yo, what's up, ASAP?" And Travis is like, "Oh, he's so mad."
That's fucked up. That's racist.
We were just talking about that yesterday. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
I've been there live when they be like, "Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, ASAP?" And they know they're doing it to go get their skin.
Oh, that's messed up.
And like Travis is like super chill. Like he's just really calm and chill. I mean, you know, he has his moments with his friends, but like when I was around him, he was like super quiet, very reserved, very chill. I never saw him get like that, but I did see the video where he like almost like lunged at the guy. "Fuck you, I'm not ASAP. I'm Travis."
But that's cool. That's cool of him to say, because I know the guy's been proving it left and right. He even said Drake was part of it. So here's the story. Shakira donates face masks to Colombian frontliners battling coronavirus. It's a big.
Good for you, Shakira.
Yeah,
yes.
I think all people, whether famous or not, if you have been fortunate enough to have a certain level of income, you know, for whatever reason, inheritance, you earned it, I don't really care. But if you're sitting on it, if you're not giving back, That is the imbalance.
Yeah.
That's not how we're going to survive. So it's dope that she's doing it. I want to see more of those stories, though. Like every day, I want to know more. Who's doing what?
Amen. So, Amen. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah. I mean, I do my part. Like I have, you know, in my neighborhood, there's some homeless people, and I get to know some of them and technically take care of some of them, you know. Whenever I get a chance, I make sure I feed them, bring them soap, washcloth, sneakers, drop them a few dollars if I think they're going to do the right thing with it. You know, you gotta be involved.
So Fresh lives in LA, just like you, J. Michael.
Yep.
I saw this article that in partnership with YouTube Stay Home, NFL star Cam Newton and Russell Wilson launched live stream series to help fans manage stress and conquer challenges during difficult times. So I think they stole our idea, Cesar.
Yeah, they did. They did. I want a percentage.
I want a cut.
I'll give it away, 5% of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's cool though. That's cool.
It's kind of true. I saw one of my high school friends on Facebook posted that the Little League World Series has been canceled this year. And I'm sure that's tough for, you know, all these kids that really make it be, you know, part of their family tradition, like sports, you know, it's a big thing. So it is probably something like this is probably necessary, right?
And they're talking about playing sports with no crowds. Yep. Like, I don't know about for kids though. I think that's probably not going to happen. Because you need the corona test before you play a game. And I doubt high school sports teams are going to have that kind of money, or college even. But professionals, I think that's going to happen.
They got the most money.
That's true. College sports, you're right.
That's big bank. Right. Yeah, that's big bank.
All right, so I got. All right, hold up. We got more questions. Hold on.
Put the big screen on. I want to show y'all something before we get into that. This right here.
What is it?
Hold on.
Uh-oh. What's he saying?
Trump. One of Trump's donors' hotels got $96 million from the small business. Oh yeah, I saw that. Dirtbag, man.
Come on, man. I seen that coming. Let me tell y'all something. I seen that coming when the joint got finalized, like all the trillion, like $3 trillion finalized. And the dude that's supposed to be looking after the best interest of that money got fired the next day. So I knew it was about to be the wild, wild west.
About to be.
When it came to that.
I think we're already there, friend.
We're already there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
The next story I got here is.
You got questions.
Oops.
I know.
Oh, I did have questions. You're right.
Yeah,
let me do the questions first. Hold on. This show has been hectic. I need an assistant. We got anybody in the crowd that knows how to edit and wants to produce with me. Let's go.
Tell your son to get on there. Your son is up.
No, my son does TikTok videos though. He don't want to do this type of editing. I try to show him on the computer. He's like, I'll edit everything on my phone. I'm like, all right. So all right, questions. Murad Girardo says she's amazing. Nothing is too crazy for that girl. J. Michael, that's a horrible idea. Listening to Cam Newton talk is stressful. Not a good public speaker.
Oh Lord.
Somebody asked. Abnorm asked, have you ever done a video for a song you didn't like?
Ooh.
Well, you know, it is interesting because you have to hear the song played back.
I was just about to say that.
For 14 hours while we're on set, and you're like, fuck this, right?
Eventually you start to like it, no? With me, I've been in situations where they give me music for a project, and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta listen to this for 40 hours. At the end, I'm like, bump into it.
It could go either way. I probably, I can't remember which one, but I will say one that was, because of the urgency of the song, was Slipknot. Fort Nero. I can't remember how to say the name of it, but it was Nero, I think. It's a cool song, but it was like, you know, it's heavy, and they were fucking jamming and throwing paint everywhere, and chicks were naked under like these vessels, and you know, it was crazy. But yeah, I can't remember the one that I hated, but I'm sure I hated it.
That sounded like a party right there.
It kind of was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of was. It was good. It was a good time. I won on the Monopoly slot machine. God damn it! I was in Vegas. I took some money home. Anyway.
Nice.
That's always worked.
Yeah.
So Big Boy from Big Boy in the Neighborhood, I think his show is.
He's a radio host out here. He's like
huge,
kind of like an uncle or godfather of, you know, sort of the voice for music.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
Mostly urban music, but yeah, what a good guy. He's a staple out here for sure.
So he partnered with Nextburger and Tom's Jr. to help feed thousands of healthcare workers in Los Angeles.
Wow.
There you go. Another feel good. I love it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's great.
I got one more. Fresh, we're gonna have to have you on again. We didn't even get too much into your story, but hold on. I'm gonna.
You guys are great.
Yes. You've been amazing, Fresh.
Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis launched quarantine wine for a good cause. I guess
for their pockets.
No. They're pretty rich. 100% of profits will go to charities that help COVID-19 relief.
All right.
Yeah. Wait, Miguel, did you say the name of the wine is called quarantine wine? That's the fucking name of it?
Yeah. It looks like it is in quotes right there. Boom.
It's either not very creative or like, I don't know.
Insensitive.
Like, do you think Corona beer is going to be acceptable anytime soon? Are people going to like make fun of you if you're like kicking one back?
For a while, people were thinking it had to do with the virus. These Trump supporters, you know.
That's really shitty for a brand, right? They put so much into, yeah, I'll drink a Corona, damn it.
We're Hispanic, you know. I got Corona is like part of my blood.
Yeah.
I let y'all drink it, man. I don't drink, so.
I don't really drink either, but.
I'm gonna drink the Ashton Kutcher wine. Quarantine
wine.
I drink that.
Giving back. I think you were saying they give back like to the charities that they've like sort of they did their due diligence and said like I believe in this charity. I believe that
COVID relief. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's really nice. They seem like that type of couple though, you know, like kind of grounded, even though they, you know, have a lot of success. They seem, you know.
Kutcher killed it in the tech world, and he's still doing his thing. He's like not even an actor no more. He's just straight up tech investor.
His acting career, he's like, nah, I'm good. But he does have a series.
He wasn't that good at it as being an actor anyway. Like,
yeah.
Listen, I use my line to people like, this guy writes like actor on his taxes. You know what I'm saying? Like he gets to put his
yeah, 100%. Like probably
actually, I worked on I think it was I want to say season 13 or 12, I can't remember, but of Punk'd. When I almost first moved out here, like year 1.5 or so. And I can't remember the guy's name who was the EP of the show. It was Ashton's partner.
Hey, Donna.
Is it Dak? Was that that guy that he's married to the blonde girl? He was on Punk'd too.
Oh yeah, Zach. Yeah, Zach.
Zach. Yeah.
I can't remember, but we did a gag, a punk, right? We did a punk with Michael B. Jordan, and we're on Sunset Boulevard, and we're in the parking lot that is under. You know, remember Pauly Shore, the comedian? His mom owns this big house above the Comedy Store, right? So there's a parking lot there, and we're in the parking lot. We're not permitted. I mean, we're not fucking supposed to be there, okay? We got Michael B. Jordan coming in the chauffeured SUV. Like, the whole shit is, we got walkies. Like, we're like FBI ninja. Like, we're coordinating, talking to the guy on the hill. Like, everything is going to happen, like, according to plan. Of course it doesn't. And I can't, like I said, I can't remember his name, but the EP.
Dax. Is it Dax Shepard? No?
Nah, it wasn't Dax Shepard. I don't remember that. No, I can't remember, but whatever. He got a name, whoever he is. He gets in the car because we were late with the gag. Like apparently Michael B. Jordan was arriving at a time that we didn't organize, right? So he gets in the car and he's racing. This is on Sunset Boulevard. The fucking cops come. I'm like, oh shit.
You guys got punked.
Yeah, right. I mean, we get the gag off, right? We definitely got it off, like not as planned, but we got it off. And I remember the cops were like, someone is going to have to answer for all of this. And I guess me being from New York, they're like, you know, she could handle this scenario, right? And I wind up talking to the cop. I finesse him. Everything is fine. But they did wind up like writing me up in the permitting something. I don't know where, but like my name is there. And they said they were going to watch me, like make sure I wasn't
going to watch this.
Like this road producer going crazy. You know?
Road producer.
And
that's a good thing for your business card. Fresh Carreras, road producer.
Let me tell you something. Punk'd used to be one of my favorite shows. The number one episode I ever seen on Punk'd was when they got Justin Timberlake. Y'all remember when they got Justin Timberlake?
No, what did they do? This is great. What did they do?
Let me tell you something. Justin Timberlake came home and they had FBI tape all over his house. So he comes and and they had like the fake FBI agents in the front. He's like, yo, are you Justin? They're reading off a thing. Are you Justin Timberlake? It was kind of messing up in the Timberlake. Like, yeah, Justin, what's going on? Like, what's going on? He was like, tax evasion. You haven't been. He's like, yo, he was crying. He was literally on the floor crying on the floor.
I think I saw this. Yeah, this is
crying on the show, and they had to kind of cut it short because what am I gonna do, right? And he's like, "Is there someone?" Like the dude kept his face. I think it was Dax Shepard. He was like,
he was good at that show
right now because you can't leave us right now. Like you here, that we gotta arrest you. We gotta take you in, right? Yo, I was on the floor. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta check that out. Check that out. I think it's on YouTube. You got.
Yeah, I gotta look that up.
Yeah, Justin Timberlake getting punked is classic. Classic.
So Fresh, we're coming up on the end. How can people find you? We definitely gonna have you back. It's too bad. You like J. Michael. You're gonna have to come on often.
You are right. You my right hand right now.
Oh man, I'm coming through. I love it. I would love to come back. I love you guys for real. This is great. This is fun. Let's keep finding good news stories, though. You know, people that are doing good shit.
Yes.
I like
for sure.
I like dope.
Just before you leave, Fresh, any inspiration? I mean, anything you want to tell, like people that want to come up in the business, like anything that
get into what you've done. Yeah.
If they want to start being a producer or start writing, anything that you want to give, you know.
I mean, there's probably a ton of advice, but I think the first part is to say you cannot go into it just thinking that you're going to be part of the industry standard. Like you have to go into it as if you know nothing, that you're willing to technically do it for free, you know, to like really put the grunt work in. That's really important because it takes years to have the experience and the relationships, resources, knowledge, you know, whatever it takes to get to a level to where you can then help somebody else. And like, I'm big on that. I love the pay it forward method. I have people all the time that I'm always like championing for them to succeed and do better. And, you know, I'm about that, but I need people to stay humble at the beginning. Like, don't get crazy. Like, just sit in it and be humble and learn, but be hungry. Got to be like, you have to want it more than I do. I think that's probably, if I'm helping you and, you know, putting you on the team, whatever, you got to want it more than I do for yourself, especially. But there's probably a ton of, you know, advice nuggets.
Nah, that's beautiful. That's dope.
You keep dropping them next time you're on the show.
Yeah.
We gotta have you back.
I love it.
Yeah.
I feel like you're making me an offer. It's like, hey,
you can't refuse. You can't refuse. That's a Bronx tale right there.
That's right. You guys have me. I'm sold. I'll be back.
Awesome. Great
Yes.
show.
Big
Awesome.
shout out, Fresh.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks everybody for coming by and watching. Any last words, Cesar?
Yo, stay home. Don't leave your house. It is crazy out there. Much love.
Peace.